Hey everybody, welcome back to the Toradora Discord server podcast. I'm your host, Dark Trennow, and with me today is co-host I'm Always Losing,
What's up, y'all?
and special guest Carco11.
Hello.
Now, Carco, you're not actually one of us, are you? You're actually from a server we're partnered with.
Yeah, sorta. I mean, I hop in like once a month.
So tell us about the server you're from, Carco.
Yeah, I run the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure server here on Discord. It's a
Say, on
pretty
which
small-
server? The JoJo?
It's a pretty
Okay.
small JoJo server.
Okay, well, we'll be sure to put a link in the description so fellow JoJo fans can find y'all.
Thank you.
Is it the main JoJo server, or is it just like an alternate one?
It's an alternate one. We're not partnered with the main like Reddit for JoJo.
That's probably a good thing. It's probably fucking AIDS.
Yeah, neither is the server that used to be anymore.
Thankfully, here we're still the official Toradora, the official Reddit Toradora page, I should say. Not Torad. We have one day maybe we'll get that confirmation from.
If the was it the Ryuji dub guy that goes to the rewatch? Is that who it was?
Yeah, I believe so. Somebody was telling us that the guy who did the dub for Ryuji actually is like active on the Reddit and like he does the rewatches with people.
We gotta approach this guy.
That's kind of weird though. Do you think like because that was so long ago now? I guess that was like what 8-9 years ago.
2009. It's like
I think this year's the 10-year anniversary.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah, because there's supposed to be a box set, is what I keep hearing. But we'll talk about that box set in a little bit. But like it's gotta be weird though. Like when you go back and hear your voice acting, I feel from like 10 years ago, you're just kind of like, huh. I've improved a lot since.
Pussy.
Yeah, there's definitely some moments where he's just like grimacing at the TV.
I that's what I figure. He did a really good job though.
Yeah.
Like I really liked the dub.
too.
That's how I watched it. And I thought all the voice actors, especially the main cast, were really solid on point.
Yeah, it's one of few anime that I enjoy the dub over the sub.
Okay.
But yeah,
So
I think it was Shin was saying like he's the only dub actor that didn't get a career in it after Toradora, and then like he's like a waiter or some shit.
and I think that's sad because he actually is a really good voice actor. And considering a lot of anime voice acting is literally like the same 15 people, it would not hurt to get someone who's actually experienced and good at it.
I think he had a role like recently in the Mob Psycho dub. So I
Oh,
remember
okay.
seeing him in an interview.
That's nice because I know Shin was saying he's like a fucking waiter at like some family restaurant or something. So
I should go to
So-
that restaurant.
We should.
saying.
That would be pretty cool one day. We have a live meetup at that restaurant. We just all and watch it be really inconvenient for everyone. Like 500 miles travel for
it's in like
absolutely everybody.
California.
Oh, that's far from me. So, what do you know of our humble anime by the name of Toradora?
I know quite a bit of it. I've been obsessed with it for like 2 years now.
Okay.
I was pretty surprised when I got you all to partner up with us.
I can't comment on that really because I'm not in the like moderation or administration of our server at all.
Right.
I'm just a lowly user who always posts the highest quality of posts. I assure you. If you want to hear me talk about Darling and the Franks every Thursday,
Oh, dude, fuck
every
off.
Thursday. I'm also the only person who still absolutely loves Darling and the Franks. The space plot is unironically good.
It would be good if they spent more than an episode fucking developing the main antagonist.
I enjoyed watching that through memes on Animemes,
Oh.
but I haven't watched the show yet. But it was
You
fun.
really, I'm telling you, it is great. One way or another, you will love the anime.
It was fun
I
seeing
love
that
the art.
turn
Like-
around in the fandom.
My god, it was so bad. Grape is probably the most heated out of everybody.
Yeah, Grape is
I remember
pissed
at the
about it.
beginning, Grape was like, yeah, it's pretty good. And now he's like, I never fucking liked that show. Fuck that show.
okay, much like Krabby Patties, the only people who don't like Darling in the Franxx are the people who've never tried one.
Go straight to the thighs.
And then the people who did watch it and say they don't like it, I don't know what their problem is. It's a great anime. It's perfectly okay to dislike
They
anime
blew their
that I
load in
absolutely
like the
love.
first 15 episodes. And they're like, wait, we don't have any budget left. Fuck.
Okay, so with Toradora, have you seen the whole thing?
Yes.
Okay,
Many
perfect.
times.
Okay.
It's my favorite show.
What are you doing in the JoJo server? You should be.
I should have just made a competing Toradora server.
Natural selection will take care of it one way or another. You know,
Gang war.
It's competition for the Toradora fandom.
Yep.
There's only so much to go around. So, what is your favorite episode of Toradora?
That is a rough question.
Here. How about arc? Episode's pretty fucking specific.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think it's either gonna have to be the school festival arc or like the pool arc. The pool arc specifically because of the one scene at the very end
Yeah.
of episode 8.
We can talk about that scene.
No.
I like to think everyone who watches this has seen the anime.
Spoilers.
I don't. Yeah. So I do throw spoiler alerts around occasionally. So yeah, Lost, give us one, please.
Yeah, we got some spoilers incoming. It's the siren.
I mean, a lot of people
lay
from my
the scene
server are
for
probably
us.
gonna watch it, so I'm just gonna say like, hey guys, just go watch the anime. I'll probably have like a rewatch whenever this goes up.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Yeah. I'll send y'all the invite if you want.
Get all those crazy JoJo motherfuckers to watch.
Y'all can't see it, but I'm dabbing.
Nice.
So, pool scene in which Taiga almost gives away her complete feelings, really straight from the get-go.
Yeah, I don't know if she even knows about him yet.
Yeah.
But like the Ryuji's mind scene, that just gets me every time.
It's a really good scene. Listen, I think the pool arc might actually be my favorite too, just for that scene. It represented a lot of great sacrifice.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed watching it because I liked the show when I started watching it, but that was like the first, I think, arc that I was really like, oh, this is really good. And people kept swearing by the beach arc, and I think that's actually the worst out of all the story arcs.
I agree.
Yeah,
I think what
it's not
happened
bad, but
is the author was going to end it there because she usually writes really, really short stories. Like Evergreen and Golden Time aren't long at all. So I think she was going to end it there, and then her editor was like, this shit's selling like a motherfucker, so you're going to keep writing it.
You might be right though, because like the beach arc, despite being cool, has always felt rushed to me.
It's
Like it's over as soon as it starts.
Yeah, it's like even though it's like the same length as most arcs, it just feels like really short.
They spend like 20 minutes in a fucking cave doing nothing. Like,
Oh yeah.
then there's one monologue and it's over.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
a couple of good scenes where like Taiga's using Ryuji as like the footrest.
Yeah, that's the best scene in the beach arc.
Yeah, then like there's just like them looking at nude Kitamura for a bit.
Yeah, that I wasn't really sure where the anime was going at that point when I saw that. I was kind of like, I didn't think this was like, that lewd of a thing, but here's Kita, and we should talk about Kitamura at some point.
Yeah, I hated Kitamura like a lot. He's a fucking pussy.
Who?
Kitamura, however you fucking say his name.
I was like, I thought you said Gatamara, and I was like, did we just jump?
He acts all...
No, that one lost. You're
like,
losing
he
me.
acts all fearless and shit. Like, he'll just strip down. He's all buff or whatever. And then the president is like, yeah, I'm fucking leaving. And he turns into a crybaby child piece of shit. So
Yeah,
I like the Bleach Boy Chronicles.
I don't. I think that's
Give us the rundown of it. Why not?
I just think that I think I agree that his characters takes kind of a weird turn there.
so gay. Like, what the fuck?
It's like doesn't really have as much impact as like the other arcs do. Because every arc, most of them, except for the the beach arc, aside from that, seems to like build all the characters and not just focus on one. But this one
Well,
just
the
was
Ami
kind of
arc.
focused on Kitamura.
The reason
Yeah.
was probably to show like why Taiga is attracted to him, like he's a sensitive young man. But it's like, dude, what the
You might
fuck?
be right.
It's so stupid. And then then he just, spoiler alert, he leaves for the U.S. at the end of the story and just goes to the president anyways.
Yeah, he doesn't
So-
like have any character development.
That was my biggest problem with Kitamura, actually. That's what I meant when I said we ought to talk about him, but was because like he, after the Bleach Boy Chronicles, which is what I call that whole I'm Kitamura and I don't even
Piece
know
of
how to
shit.
describe his behavior. Very rebellious.
He kind
The
The
of
only good thing that came out of that arc was the fight scene between the president and Taiga, because that was so well animated.
Yeah.
Oh,
was
that
so
was that. I still maintain that there are action animes that are worse animated in their fight scenes than that particular scene was.
Yeah.
Trinity 7.
I've missed having Loss on these because of like scheduling things. I haven't got to host with him, and now that he's back, I'm like, this is how it was meant to be, wasn't it?
Yeah, it helps the
Trinity
flow a lot.
7, dude. Black screen, blue slash across the screen, fights over.
But like after the Bleach Boy Chronicles, they just kind of write him out of the story. Like he has almost no lines after that.
He gives
He
them
gets
like,
he gets the creepy Santa lines.
oh, I forgot about that.
I forgot
Yeah.
about that shit. I just got like
Sexy
PTSD
Santa.
flashbacks.
The patron saint of broken hearts.
That's what it was. Yeah,
Fuck.
he's like on that radio or whatever. And it's like, what in the hell?
Dude,
it's-
holy shit.
I would have loved to see like a spin-off series, like the radio one they did,
Mhm.
but like it's just them interviewing different cast members as like on his radio show.
Ami's just fucking bawling. I think it'd be really funny. It's just like a second season, quote unquote, and it's like an after story. Taiga and Ryuji own a restaurant, and there's this fucking weird ass hobo that just like lays in the garbage bags across the street, and his cardboard sign just says love advice, patron saint of broken hearts. Fucking long green hair across his face.
Ooh, man.
They try to kick him out, but he always comes back, like he won't leave.
Is it like actually just Kitamura?
Yeah, and at the end it's revealed, like, oh. Then they
Yeah,
kick him
That's
out
how it
anyways.
ends. Nothing is actually like fixed or evolved or changed. It's just that's the end of the anime. Like that's all you're getting.
They're like, oh, how you doing? Here's like a bowl
It's-
of ramen. Fucking leave, please.
It's 24 episodes of Taiga and Ryuji complaining and trying different ways to get him to leave.
A
All
court
from
battle.
all from like inside the restaurant, where we get occasionally see a scene where it's always cold and or raining on Kitamura outside, and eventually they find out it's Kitamura, and there's like, and you just have Ryuji saying, "Oh, who knew?" And then like that's it. Credits roll. No post credits scene done. No
Oh,
season
shit.
2.
Love that.
That'd be so funny.
Any more content?
Like, who's that guy that
It's
writes the
that.
fanfics in our server?
Now you had said earlier, if I'm not mistaken, that Toradora is like your favorite anime, correct,
Yeah.
Karko?
That's correct.
All right. So we have a running tally of, in the vein of favorites here. Who is your favorite character?
So I've been watching like the other podcasts, just like off and on, and I've been thinking for like the past week about how to answer that question when it came up. I love them all, but I think I'm gonna have to go with Taiga.
Attaboy.
Hell yeah, boy.
That brings her lead up to 4.
It's the popular
Everywhere.
answer, but she's just such a great character.
Oh yeah, definitely. The best character.
Yeah.
Oh,
is
you
what
aren't
it
in the
is.
server. Have you been keeping up with like the weird beef with the Mexican guy, Dark Trennow?
What?
So there's this guy. I think it was Pixel Vapor. It was either Pixel Vapor or Pixel.
Oh, let me throw something out here. I'm in the server every day, active every day. Like I'm always talking to people. and I have yet to hear about any beef at all. The only beef I still follow is Nalby versus Slep.
Oh, dude, that's the bad. But this wasn't on the Discord. This was on the Reddit.
Oh no, so the Reddit, I say people, Shin has told me to make a Reddit. And I will eventually.
So like this fucking guy barely speaks English, and he posts some long ass fucking thread about how Taiga's a shit character.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's super long. I'll see if I can find some like paragraphs from it in the shitpost section, because that's where it was. And I'll read it.
Yeah, I said I pulled up the Reddit right now to see this. What do you know of this, Carco? Are you on the subreddit?
I'm on the Reddit, but I have no idea about any drama that's on there.
Yeah, I said because to be honest, not to bash the Reddit community I'm about to join, but it seems like it's mostly just people posting fan art.
It might have been
because a lot of this
r/anime.
fan art is really good.
Yeah.
But
Oh, found it.
Somebody
Okay.
picks up like the morning insert character here every like 6 months or so, and they run for like 3 months.
All right, so
Just
here's an
post-
excerpt. of
Shin's
this
morning Minoris are getting a little. I don't know how to describe them, but I remember one of them was like, Minori contemplates death and being forgotten. I was like, this
trying
is
to
a great
communicate
way to start
something,
my
Shin?
day.
All right, so here's an excerpt from this beef. It was Pixel. It was Pixel.
Okay, who?
So
okay,
Taiga
fix-
acts like a child when she doesn't hear what she wants and without context or trying to understand or dialogue with the other character. She just go and hit Subire because Taiga is so. And Taiga
But
is
that-
heartbroken because that thing of Kitamura was really important for her. This is referring to the fight with Subire. That's the president.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's compare this, what Ryuji did. He talked with Taiga, and after being insulted and denosted by Taiga, he finally convinced her to talk with her father. Ryuji was sad in this situation because his father truly left him. So he just took the arm of Taiga, and then she was angry because she is the center of all, and her arm is really important. Not like the face of Subiri. What the fuck does that even mean?
What?
And this is so Taiga didn't even try to talk with Subire, just go and hit her. But Ryuji talked without Sukararu with Taiga, talked with the father. And Ryuji had important reasons, even more important than Taiga's reasons. Because he really believed in her father, but he was entering in her life, and that is unforgiven. Not like when she entered into the life of what the fuck is going on. It goes on for a little bit longer, but there's just like there's no point.
What the fuck?
So from what I gather,
Yeah, do we need to spend
But-
like the next 45 minutes just defending Taiga?
Yeah. Oh, another
That's the
thing.
whole point of the
he said
podcast.
Taiga's dad is a good guy,
Listen,
eccentric but good. That's a quote.
well, there's okay. I think it sounds like he hasn't finished it.
No, I think it went on for like 3 days. So I don't know if it's still going or not. Hopefully, that should be legendary.
Because, because the show is trying to throw you for a ride. You know, like, it wants you to think, no, Ryuji has a valid point here, you know, Taiga, you act selfish, because that's kind of, her shtick, and she realizes this by the end of the series, right?
But the Christmas arc when she's like, I want to be Santa or whatever.
Yeah, like, it's like I said, she learns. That's the whole point, you know? It's like, she's deliberately childish beginning, and it's mostly for, comical purposes in the beginning, but like, yeah, you're supposed to think her dad is an alright guy, and Ryuji's made the right decision until you get further along, and it's like, oh, surprise, Ryuji didn't really hop into this with knowing everything he should have.
And then the guy tries to make it seem like Taiga gets mad at Ryuji after that happens, but she doesn't. She's like, yeah, I know my dad's a cunt. Like, it's fine. You didn't know.
Yeah,
So
so she
that's
wasn't mad. She actually had a very, I would call it
mature
reasonable.
approach.
she's like
yeah.
the exact opposite. She's just like kind of depressed for a bit.
And then the thing with the president, she did it because she loves Kitama. Like, that's full love, but that's the fucking reason she did it. Like, she can't stand to see him get hurt or whatever, so.
Those are like two
Oh, yeah, that,
completely not connected incidences.
I don't know, man. Like, Andy's shit at English, so it's hard to get along as it is.
and I want to go ahead and tell everybody, in the server, Loss actually has the Yuri role, not the Tiger role,
Wow.
and my boy is still up here defending. best best character in the anime.
Got my fucking Glock on lock, bro.
So, JoJo versus Toradora. So obviously Toradora wins because it's your all-time favorite, right?
Yes.
Where does JoJo stack up to the relative to Toradora?
It's like pretty good. Depends on what like arc we're talking about. Because there's like some really good stuff and then some like really bad stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be crucified, but
There's a whole server of people waiting to get you right now.
it's pretty good for most of it. Especially like Arc 2 and Arc 4 are my favorites, but Arc 6 is where the author just kind of gave up for a bit.
What do you mean by gave up there? Is obviously steep decline in quality, but
It's I know there are some vehement defenders of Part 6 in my server, but it's not good. All the characters suck. There's a point in which everyone turns into snails.
Excuse me, what?
Or
I've
think
never
Joe,
seen
this is why I
JoJo,
didn't fucking
but-
watch JoJo.
or think they turn into snails. 'Cause that's
You know,
how it
either way, I
works.
think
'Cause he reflects light or some shit to make everyone think like they're turning into snails? Question mark?
Yeah, last night I was
Okay, I
talking to
know it's
Joe and I was
called-
like, hey, do you have any anime recommendations? He was like, watch JoJo. And I was like, I'm good. And he got all pissed. Joe, this is fucking why.
It's really good. It has its moments, but like it's one of those things that it makes a lot more sense in context, considering it's like you know, like 200 episodes in.
Mhm.
That part hasn't even been adapted yet, but
Oh, okay. So this is like in the manga still?
yeah.
Or
We're
as
getting, part
Lost
5 in
calls
October.
it, the magma.
The Magma mangas. Is it your favorite manga as well? Or, well, is it your favorite manga?
Probably the Toradora manga is not finished or ever be finished.
Yeah, that shit pisses me off. Because,
Sadly.
like, the author isn't gonna write anything until she's finished fucking advising for the manga. So we've got a bit.
Wait, there's a debacle with this? I thought it had been like so it was light novels originally, right?
Yes.
Yep.
And then it was adapted into anime and presumably manga at the same time, because that usually
No,
is
manga
the
came
case
afterwards, I
nowadays.
think.
Okay. So, but the manga is unfinished, despite the fact that the script is literally written in 2 other mediums
Yeah,
already.
it's only got 7 volumes currently. It
Okay.
goes up to... Where does it go up to? Hold on. Let me just grab
But yeah, the author, she's not writing anything right now because she's advising for the manga. And Evergreen was shit. So,
Was it? I haven't been able to find an English release of it.
oh, it's on a Mangakaka lot if you use that at all. But it's whoo boy. It's good till the end.
The manga goes up to the Kitamura arc right now. Bleach Boy.
Oh, that's an interesting place to stop.
Yep, and then it
For
stops
translations
like, right
or
after
just
that.
like overall.
Have you all
So
read like
she's-
the really bad translation online of the
No, I
Toradora
have
manga?
Yeah.
Use plastic for the pudding. But the pudding, it is a girl's tragedy.
I'm saying. Put that on my tombstone.
What? Who's writing this?
I don't think they fully speak English or Japanese.
They just hired a guy out of Taiwan or
He's like,
somewhere.
"Yes,
It's
I
like,
speak-
hey,
I
you
speak
don't
Japanese."
understand either of them fully, but hey, you do know both of them, and we wanted to save money on the translation.
It's like, have you all heard of the Duang translation of JoJo Part 4?
I have
No.
not.
So, JoJo is notorious for not getting proper English translations because of like
Mhm.
copyright laws, because they have like stands like Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap and Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Well, it is called his Bizarre Adventure.
But so we didn't have a Part 4 translation until like a couple years ago of the manga, and a Chinese class that was taking an English class. For their final, they translated a Japanese manga into English, despite
Holy
having
shit.
a very loose grasp on both languages. And that was the only translation of Part 4 the West had in English for
my
like
God.
a decade. And there's quotes like, "What a beautiful Doang, Chew. There must be no place as beautiful as this town. This feels like a picnic."
Man, just get that. So you know how you can get like those necklaces, and they have like a crystal in it, and you look in the crystal, and there's like a prayer or something inside. You don't know what I'm talking about?
I'm not a fashionista, but I'll take your word for it.
Nah, it's like some Christian
I don't know
shit.
what that means.
I'm just gonna get a massive fisheye lens on my tomb, and when you go and look in it, there's fucking every page is just laid out in a folio, but it's the Dwayne translation.
It's so good. Hold on, let me post a picture real quick.
I'm fucking strong.
So, the box set of Toradora 10th anniversary. I don't believe anything official has come out yet. Does anyone, either of y'all know about that?
I don't think it's official, but 10 years is a big milestone, especially fucking Toradora is popular as hell. So-
Yeah, so Toradora has the popularity to certainly get one. It's not like it's some
I believe
one or two season thing that never took off. It's
pretty established.
yeah.
I believe
So
Shin posted a link to the box set on the Reddit a while back.
oh.
I think they're making a new one though, like
Yeah.
like a new 10 year with new art and shit. That'd be tight.
What would be the price for you guys that would actually be like, okay, I can pay that for a Blu-ray box set?
No, I don't buy Blu-rays. I only pirate shit.
$100.
The only Blu-ray I buy is probably Kaneki because it's like my favorite thing ever.
I think 100 is basically my limit right now.
Mm-hmm. So, it's something that annoys the heck out of me. This stuff is just like because it's 24 episodes, right? 24, 25.
Yeah, 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, 25. Yeah, I'm kind of like, is it worth $4 an episode? Yeah, it is. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, somebody somewhere has got to do something to reduce the cost of all these box sets for anime.
It'd be cool if they
really
had like
high.
an interview with the author or something, but I don't think it does.
I posted a link to the Blu-ray thing.
Oh, in the journal here?
Discord. It says it comes with all the stuff that like the previous release had for the DVDs, and then an acrylic character plate A5 size, which I have absolutely no idea what that is.
A
Yeah,
plate.
that makes no sense to me either.
I'll see if I can figure out what that is really fast.
Yeah, and there's no images of it here.
Mm-hmm.
Of the art and stuff.
Yeah, but
I really like the art on the new Bakemonogatari or Kisamon, whatever the new Monogatari box set that just released is. Oh, it's like it's like the size of a piece of paper, and it's like art. I'll send a picture. I can't really explain it that well.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this.
So something else I want to ask is, how did you find Toradora?
that is an interesting question. It was a long time ago, I think. Well, long for me, because my memory is shit. Like 2-3 years ago, some online friends that aren't friends anymore watched it through with me.
Okay.
It was like one of my first animes when getting into it. Like, big. I had watched Sword Art Online and Attack on Titan.
Oof.
I think it was it. Maybe One Punch Man as well.
Two true legendary fucking anime.
Yeah. I still stand by it. The first arc of Sword Art Online is like a 4 out of 10. I'm not giving it any more than that, but it's not as bad as the rest of it.
Some people, I've heard the spin-off, the Gun Gale Online, is pretty good. I haven't seen it, but
Yeah, I have.
But he has played the game.
oh yeah, I fucking bought that shit. Okay.
Which, let me just say, laziest localization ever from Bandai Namco.
They're
It's lit-
3 games.
Yeah, there are a few actually, and what's
I bought the
crazy to me is
newest
I'm
one,
like,
the Fatal Bullet.
yeah, yeah, and that actually is set in the world of Gun Gale proper, not Sword Art itself, right?
Yeah, you can't. Well, you can like kind of use swords, but it's just guns pretty much. It's kind of a lazy ass game. But the combat's fun, I guess.
Just like the anime.
Yeah.
Well, what's crazy is like Sword Art Online as a whole has a pretty big following. And like Bandai Namco just basically like slapped a translation on there and was like, "Alright, sell it in the West."
Bro, Bandai
And
Namco does not give a fuck. They publish games for every single anime ever.
But like they put more effort into their other stuff. I'm like, this was just like the most basal. And they're like, "Oh, we're surprised when it did bad." I'm like, "Oh, are you?" You know.
Yeah, they're making
Gee,
like
no
a
wonder it
My
didn't
Hero
sell.
Academia.
You know, like no store is gonna put that on their shelves.
Bandai's fucking out there, dude.
They'll just.
They were
kinda
just like,
like-
it's Sword Art Online. Everybody loves Sword Art Online. Fucking, who cares?
So how'd you find JoJo?
I actually can't remember.
Would you say that the
probably the
story would
memes.
be bizarre?
Probably.
I'm just gonna find ways to make bizarre show up in this podcast, and all of them are gonna be as terrible, if not worse, than that joke.
Dude.
But hey,
Go ahead.
so
Yeah.
after all, Toradora is the superior anime here.
Of course, I agree.
mean, there we go. And I'm waiting, and in fact, I want it to happen. I'm expecting, just because it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm waiting for your server to show up in the comments for when this video uploads.
I'm hoping.
And just be like, Karko has completely just sold us out here.
Check the fucking dislike
Not defending
ratio.
JoJo, not.
Yeah, I'll just sneak it into an ad, everyone. Anger just a couple people.
But you know, here's the thing: we're very grateful that they're watching, that you're on here, and we'd love to do more stuff with them in the future because everything here is all in good fun. Now, Darling in the FRANXX. Let's come back to Darling in the
fuck.
FRANXX.
Mm-hmm. There's dinosaur eggs.
Often.
So let's hit them with the spoiler alert now, because there's probably going to be spoilers.
Hey, y'all can't go too far. I'm only on episode 21.
Oh, you haven't finished yet? No wonder you like that shit.
So, we will talk up to episode 20 because that is the start of the space arc, right? That's basically when we're introduced to Verm, the new adversary here.
Yeah, whatever they are,
Um,
because it's never fucking explained.
Here's the thing though. So, Darling in the FRANXX has often been called the new Evangelion. And as a big fan of Evangelion, I'm not so sure. I think it's premature to label something as like that big, right? But I will say this: the ending, or not the ending, because I haven't gotten there, but like the move into end game of the anime seems to have disgruntled many people, as Evangelion's does.
No,
You,
but it's not the same, because Evangelion, like, did it well.
Mhm.
Fucking Darling in the FRANXX did not.
How did Ava do it well while FRANXX failed?
Well, Ava's a fucking masterpiece. It's literally the Star
Yeah,
Wars
but
of
like,
Japan.
tell
And Darling
us.
in the FRANXX is a shitty trigger.
I want an argument out of you, Lost, not.
Okay,
hot
so
take
this is my thoughts on Darling in the FRANXX. Just going in. So you said you're up
Okay.
to episode 20.
Yeah.
So I think it was episode 19 when they finished all the world building.
Yeah.
They were like, "This is what happened. Here's flashbacks to literally what happened." That's episode 19, right?
Yes, because that's basically where you see like Dr. Franks' memories of how Ape became Papa and the world became, a wasteland, and no one has like free thought or feeling.
Yeah, because the
anymore.
magma energy or whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think if that's what they were gonna do, I think they could have done the world building better. But if that's what they wanted to stick with, I would have done that earlier on, episode like 12, because the arc when 02 is a baby,
Mhm.
she's a clone of 01, right? So what they should have done
Yeah.
is explain that, then explain why they tried to clone her, and then finished up all of the world building like episode 12 or 13, right? And then they should have introduced Verm, and then they should have done world advancement, and instead of spending time building individual characters in Squad 13 or whatever the fuck, they should have done world advancement for Verm and like growing threats, you know what I mean?
Mm.
I think that definitely would have made it like it would have been on Evangelion's level of the good, but they didn't. They fucked it up.
So basically, kind of too rushed to get all this out. And also it should have came earlier though. Like
Yeah,
because
they spent
it out
what,
and started
like 7
doing
episodes
that.
building fucking cuck town where everyone gets cucked and then there's like lesbian relationships. Like I don't care about that. I care about monsters getting fucked up. You know what I mean?
I will say this. This is one of my sole criticism of the anime so far is that there was a small lull in the middle of the series where I was kind of like, okay, these arcs are interesting, like seeing Zero-Two's childhood and that she always knew Hero and everything was interesting. But I'm kind of like, we need to kill a Klaxosaur here somewhere just because this is going on a few episodes now without any action.
In my opinion, after the child arc, when we get Baby 02, it dropped off. When they just like sit in the sanctuary or whatever for like literally half the series, just, I don't know, man, just not my thing.
Where are you on Darling in the FRANXX, Carco?
I am very confused.
You should be though. You should be confused the first good bit.
I think
It's good
what
until
people think when I just mention an out of context JoJo moment.
like when people turn into snails.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never touched JoJo. I can't even get its OP down in AMQ because I always confuse it with Bebop. But I can identify Bebops when I hear it, but for some reason JoJo's trips me up when it shows up.
The only thing I know from JoJo is JoJo's character design.
Oh, and where he's Elvis but not Elvis or whatever?
Yeah, because he's hella famous.
Oh, Josuke. Yeah, so Darling in the FRANXX is just like... I enjoyed watching it through the memes that people made every week. As people slowly begin to hate the show.
Oh.
As it went on.
The moment where everyone turned was episode 14.
What happened then? Is that too spoilery?
That
Ichigo
one was
got
stupid.
shat on, boy. And then
That-
Zero-Two's entire character changed.
Nice.
I wouldn't say her entire character changed.
That's
Like-
good writing.
It was the culmination of like, okay, because I'm still Team Ichigo just because like
What?
Ichigo honestly treats him better.
Oh my god, I'm about
You
to
know
leave
what?
the
My
fucking
sole
call.
goal for this podcast from here on out is just to find someone else who likes Darling in the FRANXX and have them on the air.
Yo, I'll fucking take both of you on, bro. You like Ichigo? Oh my god, I'm not even.
Why is this?
I almost left the call.
Oh no, he likes the character that actually gives a shit about the main character. Watches out for him.
Yeah, but
And is a great
Zero-Two's got
friend and is a
fucking
leader
horns,
of the,
bro.
the squad. Meanwhile, we just let literal space alien 02. You
Hey,
know,
she's a clone.
Yeah, and a character with literal horns. But yeah, we're just gonna come let her walk in, walk all over everybody, including the guy she just incoherently calls her darling to every. And this is from other people's perspectives. Obviously, I get why. But yeah, and then all of a sudden she just starts hanging out with this guy. Never met her before. Weird as hell.
Well, yeah, but
Mean.
let me try-
But you know, yeah, I'm just gonna trust one of my dearest friends with him. Yeah,
they
that makes
never
sense.
knew what love was. They were never like allowed to know, right? And then all of a sudden, once they do, Ichigo suddenly expects her childhood friend to love her. Like he never expected to have that kind of.
They didn't know what it was, but they had felt it. Because
Maybe
remember,
Ichigo
kids still
did.
have
Hiro
emotions.
sure as hell didn't.
Ichigo did.
But I feel it's more of a she had a sense of admiration for him rather than love.
Well, that's where you have an interesting argument because she's willing to she's willing to put aside whatever feeling she has there come episode 15, right? Because that's the one titled Jian, which
That's
is
when
the
she,
whole
like,
bird they're
turns
always coming
lesbian.
back to. No, she doesn't turn lesbian. You're thinking of
No, she turns half lesbian.
No, you're thinking of the other girl,
How can you
Ikuno.
be half lesbian.
It's
Yeah, that's an interesting concept.
I just hate
You
it
care
to go
to
so
elucidate. No, because that's actually what I'm waiting for the show to come back to. Because that girl's clearly going through weird stuff now because she has the whole come on to Ichigo, and Ichigo was not enjoying that. She was clearly panicked.
and she goes like, "Yo, what the fuck? I just learned about this shit. What's going on?"
And now her hair isn't purple anymore.
Yeah.
And I always think it's weird when anime like start directly referencing hair color because it knows it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Oh, bro, wait till you get to the last episode. I won't spoil much, but there's like a time skip at the end. And bro, grown-up Miku is so fucking cute.
Wait, so they changed the character's hair color?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, because so she has purple hair for the duration of the series, and she's a fairly minor character. She has her moments, but she's not like one of the main.
Right.
But like yeah, and since shit for her has basically gone as far south as it can go.
But one thing, like, there's arcs and like plot points that they literally never go back to. Like Nana started to regress into puberty, and they never fucking explain that shit.
Bullshit. She comes back in 21.
I don't know, man.
And the whole thing, every interaction with Hachi is like, Nana becomes more of a human being, and Hachi's like, I have no idea what I'm talking, but I just need your help.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. The show's wild as hell. I don't know.
It's a great show.
Sounds like
10 out of 10.
Sounds pretty bizarre.
All right, Karko, what's your most hated anime?
My most hated anime?
Yeah, Karko. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said Dark. My bad. Go ahead, Karko.
Man, that's a good question. Might be Sword Art.
Really? Sword Art? That's so generic, bro. You gotta
That's-
have some.
That's the generic answer, but it's really bad.
I was thinking about watching it, but now I'm not so sure.
It's funny to watch. It's so bad. It's hilarious. Especially when like they start to introduce like heavy themes, and you're just like, it's not working for me, man. They're in a video game.
Okay, this might be a controversial one, but I don't like Lucky Star.
Lucky Star? It's too boring for me.
Yeah. I honestly cannot stay through the opening.
What did Sao do that has given it a pretty sour taste in your mouth?
Kirito.
Which one? Oh, Sword Art.
Sorry, I
Sao?
figured Sao. SA. I don't know. Is that not
I
the
was
abbreviation to
very
people?
confused. I thought you were
My
talking
bad.
about a user.
Oh no. As a general rule, we haven't shat on users, but
Not yet.
I think it was the second arc through the third arc. Like, I enjoyed the second arc, sorta, on my first watch through. Because that was the first anime I ever watched. But it was like... It wasn't good. But it was like, I can stand up with one bad arc, because anime has that all the time.
Mhm.
And then I started watching season 2 with whatever the fuck, Gun Gale Online and
Okay.
Death Gun, like as it was airing, and I just could not anymore after a point.
The premise was so stupid. Oh my god. Do you want to
Okay,
hear
so
what it was?
Bad
Though?
premise.
The
So
villain is Darth Vader, but not.
like he shoots people in the game, and if you get shot in the game, you die in real life. But what was
Okay, that's-
actually
that's pretty
happening
predictable. But
is
that's
like
the
his
genre.
fucking brother or some shit was like sneaking into their house and injecting them when they got shot in the
So
game,
dumb.
and they would fucking die.
Death Gun was 3 people, and the other 2 broke into the person's house and like shot them in the arm with something, and it just shut their body down.
It was so stupid. And then like the second arc, the Alfheim, that was like
Dumb.
when they started to introduce like rape. I was like, okay, dude.
Yeah. When the weird elf man.
Wasn't it her uncle or some shit?
Probably.
It was like her uncle or her cousin.
Wasn't that dude voiced by? I feel like that dude voiced somebody. Another character I liked. Hold on. Let me.
In the same show?
But yeah, like her
No,
brother.
no.
So Asuna is like still stuck in the game, even though everybody else is out because plot, and so her like
Oh, in Arc 2.
uncle or some shit like has a crush on her and tries to like rape her. It's really weird.
Huh.
And this is Sword Art Online?
Yeah, that's
I
why
thought this
it was
was
bad.
like normie tier anime almost.
It is.
Like I thought this was like the big thing because I
It's
know it's
done
on
really
Netflix
badly.
of all places.
I have.
And I
It's
said I was
not done
gonna
well.
watch it soon. I probably still will, but
I
Kirito
have
like
a
slits
friend
his
who's
throat
only
in
seen
real
Sword Art
life.
how long ago did you get into anime, Karko? Because you said that was your first, and Sword Art's really recent, isn't it?
It's like 2012 maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it was. I think 20.
Oh, okay, not as recent as I thought
14.
then.
I watched that when it got on Netflix like 4 or 5 years ago, but I didn't really like get into anime as much as I am
Okay.
now. I watched Attack on Titan when it got on Netflix, and I watched One Punch Man on Hulu. And then I just kind of lulled for like a year and didn't watch anything, and then I have a friend now who's super into it, so I was just like, you know what, I'll just get into it. And then here I am. 900 anime later.
On a podcast for an anime nonetheless.
Wait. Karko, have you seen Zvezda World Plot?
I have no idea what that is.
Fuck. Okay.
Sorry to disappoint.
It's like this really. It's one of the best anime I've ever seen in my life. It's so funny. But nobody I talk to has ever seen it, so I have to recommend it to everybody. And then they watch it and they're like, "This is fucking amazing." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know."
What's it called?
if you damn plebs that only listen when
I'll
I told
send it
you
in the
years
chat.
ago.
It's called Zvezda World Plot. That's not the real name, but if
Gotcha.
you look it up, it'll come up. It has the best character design I've ever seen in my life, and it's
Have we talked about it before? Because that name's familiar.
probably because I love it, and nobody fucking watches it. I got Altria to watch
they're
it,
too busy
and
watching
I got
Darling in the Franxx.
Finesse to watch it, and they both love it.
Okay, so do you play any games, Karko?
Yeah. Like, I like the roguelike genre. Like Binding of Isaac and stuff like that.
Have you played
Oh,
Dead
okay.
Cells?
I have played Dead Cells.
That game is fun as hell. I don't have it, but I've played it.
Pretty good.
I like the sprite. The sprite art is good. It's good
Yeah.
as hell.
I got stuck at a point because the game's... It's really good, but it's not like in its best state currently. It's still being updated.
Yeah, is it still alpha or is it past alpha now?
I'm not sure. I think it might be beta. I know it's early access still. It's in one of the two. But there's this part. I haven't beaten a run because it's the final boss is bullshit. I think they fixed his arena in the last update, but I haven't gone back. But in the past, it's been this just like tiny little thing to fight him in, like a closet. And it's
That's how
just, like,
Ninja Gaiden
impossible.
always was for me. Like, you can't ever jump over them. It's fucking annoying.
It's like, give me a fight that I can like actually do and use my skills instead of just getting trapped in a corner.
Yeah. I'm not good at roguelikes, so I don't play them that much. But
Yeah.
What's
I play
your
a few.
preferred platform?
Definitely PC. I don't really
Definitely PC.
own much consoles in the past year. I get like
That
the
feels
Nintendo
when no Switch
console.
Bros.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a Switch for Smash Ultimate.
Attaboy.
I'm gonna get
Karko
one
can come back.
probably definitely by the end of the year for Smash Ultimate.
Mm. Ooh,
That-
who do you
it looks
main in
good.
Smash?
Snake Baby.
Snake.
You too. He's terrible,
too.
but
Yeah, you gotta step up. That's how people are with Charizard. I don't know why.
he's like Mewtwo is actually garbage, but I just love playing as him. 'Cause he
He's
was my-
okay in the new one, isn't he?
I think so. Like, he's all right when against the people I play against, but they're usually bad.
I think he's like B or C tier. I don't think he's that bad.
Is he? He's like super floaty and like slow.
Yeah, he's like Ness, kinda. It's weird. I don't
And
know. I
like
don't
his
play him
down
that much.
B is basically useless. But
I
like
play
I
fast characters, so I
just
can't.
remember playing him when I was like really young, playing Melee, and then I
Oh, Melee
haven't
Mewtwo.
played Melee in like a decade. And I was just like, all right, well, I'm just gonna main Mewtwo.
Yeah,
Second-
I played Fox in Melee, but I feel scummy every time I play him because he's so fucking good.
Yeah. I played in Brawl for like most of my childhood. I played Kirby.
Oh
Oh
god.
gosh.
Yeah,
Oh.
I was a Kirby main.
All the kids I
When-
talk to are
when
like, "I'll
me and my
fucking
fr-
destroy you with Kirby," and I'm like, "This is like bottom tier, right?"
I wasn't ever that bad, but I
When
spammed his
me and
down
my
B a
friends
lot.
play, we ban Kirby.
Oof.
Like we just we don't want to play with it. Like we get so sick of like wombo combo, and it's like, oh, there's Kirby floating back,
Fuck Kirby,
and we're
bro.
just like, you do that 5 times, and you're pretty pissed. Like,
At least DDD has like style. Kirby's just fucking gay.
Yeah, I think
Kirby is Sakurai's golden boy, so he ain't going nowhere.
in 4 they balanced out his character a bit.
Balanced.
Yeah, his hammer is no longer as powerful as it was in Brawl.
Kirby,
at least.
yeah.
His
And you
fucking
can't walk
hammer.
around with it fully charged anymore.
I do.
In 4, you can still do that shit?
Yeah, it deals damage to you, but I do it anyway. When it's fully charged, it like does it like 20 damage a second or some shit.
Oh
but
my
it doesn't,
god.
Like, deal knockback, so I just walk around the stage with it.
Kirby players.
I don't play them a lot, but when I do, it's just kind of fun because I have like hundreds of hours when I was a kid as him.
Yeah, I play Lucina, so
Ooh. I like the sword fighter characters, but I'm just like not very good.
she's really fun to play. If you're gonna learn someone, I suggest. Her and Corrin are the most fun in my opinion.
I think
I
Robin.
like both of those. Lucina and Corrin are great.
Robin's
Oh god,
kind of like
Robin
the
is fucking
intro
so
to sword fighter
complicated.
characters.
Robin, I tried. That shit's too hard, bro. You have to like maintain all your spell counts and shit.
Yeah, you just kind of gotta spam one move over and over again.
Did you know like Robin's the slowest character in the game?
Is he really?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I thought he was pretty quickly.
No, he's the slowest.
Dude.
Even slower than Ganon?
Oh wait, maybe he's not the slowest, but he has the slowest dash speed.
Okay, yeah. That might be true, because Ganondorf moves at like 1 meter a second.
Yeah, they. Let me Let's see here. Time to do some research.
I'm gonna be honest though, Ganondorf is more fun to play as than Captain Falcon.
Joe plays
Ooh.
Ganondorf.
Yeah, say we have a guy
Nice.
obsessed with Ganondorf, and Smiling Joe 125. You may remember him from episode 2, I think.
Ooh, I don't believe I've watched that one yet. Ooh.
Okay, so his dashing speed is the slowest in the game,
Mm.
and his walking speed. One sec. His walking speed is like 4th slowest.
Ooh.
So yeah, he's fucking slow as shit. But he has a lot of good ass range moves. So.
You know, his lightning bolt attack is fucking overpowered.
I'm from
Make it
South
all
Florida,
charge.
and the meta for a long time in South Florida was Robin and Link. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a like if you're playing against somebody like I do occasionally when my family's having like a party or something, and there's like a young cousin playing who hasn't like played against Robin, I just dash to the side at the very beginning while they're still figuring out the controls and charge up the lightning bolt.
Can it? It like one hits at some ridiculous percentage.
I know. It's still underpowered compared to Ridley.
Ah, my boy Ridley.
Holy shit! If you
Best
seen that attack,
newcomer in years.
it does like 60 damage in one attack.
Me and Joe play Project Legacy or whatever sometimes together.
Yeah.
And Mage Ganondorf has his neutral B as a charge, and it fully charged, it kills at 0%.
Jesus.
It's fuck, and all the like little projectiles, they're homing.
Man.
Mage Ganondorf's ridiculous.
So who is y'all's favorite? Obviously, only 2 newcomers have been announced, but who's y'all's favorite of the 2 that have been?
Who were the two, Inkling and Ridley?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say Pichu in the return.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
for
yeah,
returning?
let's count return characters
Oh,
too.
Snake,
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah. So for newcomers, it's Ridley 100%. I don't. There's basically no one they can add that will top Ridley for me.
I think I'm gonna have to go with Daisy.
Oh
Newcomers.
gosh. For, Oh yeah, she is a newcomer actually. Yeah, because
She's one of the Echo
yeah,
characters
Echo.
or whatever.
For returning characters though, Wolf easy.
Who? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Wolf.
Oh,
Wolf.
yes.
The
He looks
brawl
so
meta dude.
cool in the new one.
He looks. He looks like he's gonna tear people
He's
up.
not even like an Echo character anymore.
Yeah,
He'd have,
the
like-
brawl meta was Wolf and Meta Knight. Well, until they banned Meta Knight from turns.
Yeah. Within like my friend group, it was Toon Link and Wolf.
Yeah. Toon Link. My friend plays Toon Link, but I
God,
fuck him up. So
Fucking hate Toon Link.
his bombs come out
4?
so fast.
Okay, I have a friend who does only the like jumping and then like the down tilt or whatever that makes him
Oh my
pull the
god.
sword out. It has the highest priority of any attack in the game. I don't know that for a fact.
But like his down air, his dare.
Yeah, yeah.
The one where he like sits on his sword.
Yes, that one.
That shit one shots at like 30%.
Yes, and it
The most
it's-
gay thing.
so fucking overpowered. If you're doing any melee attack anywhere in the hitbox of Toon Link, you get knocked back.
And basically his entire body except the tip of his hat is a hitbox.
Oh my god, it's so fucking dumb. And he just keeps spamming that move, and it's like almost impossible to win.
So annoying. And like even when it's stale, it does insane damage.
It's like, even if you get like a combo going, you can start that even if you're just knocked even slightly in the air, and it's just ugh.
Fuck Toon Link, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, who do y'all hope will be a newcomer?
Sans Undertale.
I fucking knew it.
Oh. This dude, when we started talking about Smash, we've gone from freaking Kirby to Daisy to Sans Undertale.
Ooh, my
Now,
favorite.
hear me out here. Hear me out here.
Oh boy, here we go.
This is not many people have said this, but I think it could happen. 2B from Nier Automata.
No.
I don't think there's any chance.
Wait, hear me out here. Cloud was made. He was put in from a Square Enix property, right?
Yep.
Nier Automata is also a Square Enix property.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got. That's the only. That's the only reason they could possibly be put in.
I think if they add another Square Enix property, I think it's probably gonna be Geno.
Fuck Gino.
I
2B.
would.
2B for Smash 2018. Her moveset could be so cool, bro. You can't even fight me on that.
If they bring 2B, we better get Nier Automata on Switch.
It came to Xbone, so.
Yeah, that slays me. That slays me. Japanese games sell like garbage on Xbox, but they're like Square Enix is just like, oh well, you know, let's go ahead and bring it over to Xbox. You know, I'm sure it'll be a big hit. Will it? Square Enix? Has anything you made sold good on Xbox since this generation
Bro,
started?
Dark was in the call with me. Remember when they did the reveal at the Square Enix press conference and I freaked out?
Oh yeah.
So they did the drawing of 2B, and there was supposed to be a new Yoko Taro project announced this year, which there wasn't. So I immediately jumped to the conclusion that it was the new Yoko Taro project.
Mhm.
So I started freaking out, and then immediately they were like reporting it to Xbox. So my mood changed from joy to absolute pure unadulterated rage. Dude, oh my god, I was about to start fucking punching my monitor. And then like they added DLC that doesn't add any missions, and they don't add any more DLC. There's so much stuff you could have done, like A2's backstory. You're not gonna do that, like whatever, man.
I haven't had a chance to play Nier Automata yet.
Oh, it's really good. If you ever get the chance, you should.
You don't hear that?
Probably my favorite game.
Yeah, robot waifus.
Hell yeah, bro. A2 best girl. What's up?
Ooh.
Hell yeah. So, do you play any other games like a lot?
Not really.
No, just roguelikes pretty much.
Yeah, I play a lot of roguelikes.
Just like growing up, was there anything that influenced that?
I don't think so. I think it's just like a new thing of mine. And it's like being able to pick up a game for like an hour at a time or less than that if I lose, and just like play through it. Dark Trennow's power died.
Yeah, so we were gonna have to wrap it up pretty soon, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So, thank you guys for tuning. I'll be taking Dark's spot here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope we got the pre-cum dripping.
Ooh, spicy.
Cargo, we thank you for tuning in.
Yeah,
Tell your
thanks for
boys
having
to give us a watch, give us a like.
Will
They
do.
don't mind us bashing JoJo a little bit there.
Yeah, it's fine. I think everyone bashes it enough. I don't think anyone
Alright.
will mind if other people do.
Don't forget to tune in next week. Oh, do you have any recommendations for shit to watch, manga to read, anything like that? Usually leave off with that.
Shimonetta? Something I watched recently?
Shimonetta is the sexist band, basically.
Yes. Anything lewd is banned, and they're terrorists, but they spread, like, pornography.
Yeah, I watched most of that.
Yeah, it's real good. And, I watched Kakeguri recently.
I don't know how to spell that, so you're gonna have to send it in the chat.
Yeah, will do. And then, of course, JoJo. And if you like JoJo, there's a fancy Discord link in the description of the video, probably. You just click right on that and join my server. Thank you very much. And if you're from
So for my
server,
recommendation, I'm gonna go with Zvezda World Plot, as it is every single time I host. Go watch it, or I will find you.
all right, it's on the list.
Thanks again, guys, and we will see you next week.
Boop. Do I stop the recording now? All right, rad.